What's going on, everyone? All right, so this was an unplanned video. You can tell by looking at what's going on here. This is some really bad lighting too, by the way. Woo. No one told me about that. I should probably check that out before I decided to put my face on a video. Wowzers. But I thought I would get on here if I could get comfortable and share with you the answers to some questions that I get privately asked all the time that lots of people I know are watching and wondering, related to my side business that I started. That didn't even start as a side business, by the way. It's turned into that. But I thought now would be a really appropriate time to answer in all the details, basically like peel the onion back, as they would say, about all the questions people wonder about some of the side businesses that are out there. I can't speak for other companies. I can only speak for what I know. Hey, Daphne, what's going on, girl? So I don't even have a list of questions or anything in front of me. I'm sitting in my living room, clearly looking like a hot mess. The kids are in bed, and my husband's doing a favor for a neighbor. So I thought I would share a few minutes with you guys and talk through what I do and why, not even why I talk about ketones. I've talked about that enough, but the actual business opportunity side of it, and why I believe it's an actual legit business opportunity. But some of the questions that I get asked all the time, the first one, I'll go ahead and put the biggest one out there, is, do you actually make money? And how much money do you make? I'm happy to share that with you guys. But yes, I actually do make money. That's not the reason that I started doing it. And I hope that my customers and all the people in my group know that that's not the reason that I continue to do it, although that's a nicety. And when your heart's in the right place, the money follows behind that. But yes, you actually do make money. How much money do you make? I have not gone and added up the actual cash that I have made this year from my side business. And it's a legitimate side business because I have a full-time job. I have a full-time job doing software sales. I've been in software sales for like 15, 16 years. I travel a lot, got a family. That's my priority. And then I fit this into like the nooks and crannies here and there. It's kind of like a side passion project that I hope to one day transition into like my soul thing. But I think I'm a long ways from that. But as far as like actual money, I could promise you that through the course of the year, I have brought in an extra, I'd say at least $20,000. And that's like as a side part-time gig. So if you're a person who is involved in any other network marketing type of company, or if you own a small business, or if you could use some extra income, even if it's like 500 extra bucks a month, who couldn't use extra money? Like, this could be a legit opportunity for you, because for me, I do not put in full-time effort. It would be impossible. I wouldn't sleep. I wish I had the time and the bandwidth to actually put in the full-time effort and really try to strategically grow my business as a business, because I know that it would turn into my sole source of income. I think that shift is going to be much slower just because my full-time corporate job is really, really demanding. And our lifestyle, the way that it is right now, we need that money. So that's not an option just to kind of like leave that by the wayside. And I'm sharing this with you because, not because I want to like brag about money or anything like that. Like, I want to share with you the actual opportunity for those who this might resonate with. To let you know that regardless of what your situation is in your life right now, this could be, if you put in the effort, this could be a thing that could be really good for you if a couple of things line up there. So that's why I'm sharing that with you. I do put in an hour, maybe 2 hours a day when I can fit it in. It's usually about right now when the kids have gone to bed and we're just finally relaxing and sitting down for the day, that I spend targeted, like specific time focusing on follow-ups in my business and that kind of thing. And then I scatter it through the day too. But that's the amount of effort I can put in right now. What I can tell you is what other people on my team are doing, which is much better than what I'm doing because I don't have the time. But I do have some people on my team who, actually 3 or 4 people literally in the last 3 months on my team have quit their full-time jobs. I have nurses, I have preschool teachers, I have high school teachers who are on our larger team who have quit their jobs. Literally very recently, they've replaced their income enough to switch it. I have other folks who are stay-at-home moms who are on our team who they do have more bandwidth. I mean, being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job, so it's not like, I'm saying they've got 8-9 hours a day to put towards this, but they do have a different type of bandwidth to apply to it, and they've become really, really successful. The person 2 levels above me, if you look at it as, a recruiter promoted me, the person who recruited her, she makes 6 figures doing this. And that's because she's built this strategically into a business. She had put in years of effort prior to that with another business, building up her network, building up her market, and putting in that consistent effort, and it's paying off. Me, I started with literally nothing. I've never done anything like this and never thought I would. But the business building part of it, the creating interest, the pulling people into my keto group, finding people who are interested in what I'm interested in, and finding people who want to talk to me, not that I have to convince to talk to me. That stuff takes time and effort. And I believe that a year from now or 2 years from now, I'm going to be in a much different place. And I believe in that. And so I'm going to continue doing so because it's a product that I use and that I believe in. And so all of those things line up to create the momentum for a legitimate business that I can stand behind. So that, that's a money question. No one likes to talk about money, and I'm happy to share it. But people do make legitimate income. It's not like the one random person here or there. I see people left and right quitting their jobs because they're replacing their income. 2 girls on my team literally this month earned a free car. Once you get to a certain level, I'm not there yet. Once you get to a certain level, you are given $800 to apply to a car payment every single month. Luxury car. That's on top of everything else. And 2 people literally this month on our team have done that, which is amazing. That's just, I don't know, that's mind-blowing to me. That would be really cool. And I know that I'm going to get there at some point too. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit more of a turtle's pace because I just don't have the extra crazy amount of time to apply to the business side of it. How do we get paid? Okay, I'll share that with you guys too. That gets asked all the time. And there's 3, maybe 4 different ways that we get paid. And I think this is different from some of the other companies out there. Wow, that's some crazy hair going on there. Crazy and greasy. So we get paid a couple of different ways. So you guys see me talking on here every so often about the 10-day experience packs. So I go and I buy a bunch of different flavors of ketones, different products. I buy them. I don't pay any less than a regular customer, by the way. We don't get special discounts by being a promoter. I buy them, and then I resell them in packs where people are offered a variety of flavors instead of going and buying one box. There is a slight markup on that. There's a markup for me for the effort of doing all of that. I also have to account for shipping and packaging costs. Usually I pass the shipping along to the customer, but I run promotions and stuff all the time. But the actual packaging materials, thank you cards, all of the things that are involved in putting together a package and shipping it out, the time it takes to do it, so there is a small markup there. So when you buy, when people get started as a promoter, you have the option, it's not mandatory, to buy these promoter packs, and there's hundreds of dollars of profit built into those. So, you sell 20 or 30 10-day packs, you're making money on top of that. When people go through our website link and buy something, like everybody has a referral link, you guys have seen mine, it's brookeford.shopketo.com. We get paid a small commission on things that come through there. It's based on volume. There are all sorts of bonuses lined up along the way, even bonuses in the very first 14 days and 30 days that are very reasonable to hit, where you get paid bonuses on top of the commissions. So within the first 30 days, on top of the regular commissions, you can make like an extra $750. And most people, I think I can be fair and say most people hit those. The car bonus, that's another way that people get paid. That's an extra $800 you can apply towards a car payment once you get to a certain level. And I remind you, like, I'm not there yet. And then the other way that I get paid is a little bit different, but I get free ketones for myself. So we have a program called SmartShip where it costs no money. You literally just basically check a box, and every month your ketones are shipped at a discount to you, 22% off. And when you have a customer or a promoter has any two people sign up through their link and they're on SmartShip, you get Prove It bucks, which translates to free ketones. Like right now in my account, I probably have like 400 Prove It bucks. I earn $200 to $400 in like free bucks every month. And I either choose to apply those to my own free ketones, or I use those also. You guys see sometimes that I create coupons to give out to other people. But all these things add up. I think I'm actually curious to see, now that I start talking about this, if I were to go up and add all the legit income from the business in the past year, I know for sure it's over 20, but it might even be more than that. I don't know. I'll come back to you guys on that. And if you want to know specifics, you can feel free to message me. I'll tell you anything. Most people won't come on here and talk about money like this. But that's how we get paid. Another question that people ask me is, how do you find time to do it? You just do. I don't even know how to answer that one other than to say, I'm busy. I'm a really busy person. I think everybody is to a degree. And it's really how you choose to prioritize your time. So for me, I already told you I work a full-time job. I sell to big companies like, I don't know, it'd be classified as enterprise companies. So think like Fortune 1000 companies. I travel a fair amount. I have 2 small kids, a 1 and a 4-year-old, almost 4. And then I do this side business. My husband and I keep a fairly busy social schedule when we can. We try to do a lot of fun things and vacations, and we cook and all that kind of stuff. And so we're busy. I mean, we just plain are, but I still find time to fit it in. So I think being organized is important. And like I said, I put in time usually after the kids go to bed for just a little bit. Some people do that until like 1 and 2 in the morning. And you know what? They are crushing it. I'm at this point not willing to trade sleep for money, but I could. But I don't. But I do. I find time to fit it in pockets. And you guys see mostly what I do. I share my experience. I talk about what works. There's not a lot of selling going on. I mostly share, and I'm reactive to people coming to me and asking questions, to people being interested in what I have going on. So that's basically how I find time. You have time for anything. It's a matter of deciding whether or not you want to do it. How do you sell? How do you even make this work? Or, some people say, I've never sold anything in my life. I'm scared of the idea of doing this. It doesn't matter, honestly. And most of the people on our teams haven't been in sales before. Even though I am in sales as my regular job, it does not translate here at all. I sell to C-level executives and VPs of big companies, and I sell them technology. That is not this. This is relationship building. This is sharing your experience. This is really caring about people and giving a crap. And then the sales part follows that. I don't ever go out there trying to sell something to people. I go out there legitimately with the intent to better people's lives. And for people who want to buy into that idea and who want to do that with me and share my vision with that, that's when the sales happen. But I don't go out just saying, I have ketones, come buy them. It's, I'm sharing what they did for me, why I give a crap, why I care about you, and why I believe in the product, how it worked for me. Like I share that kind of stuff. So it's not, I really do believe that it's sharing and not selling. And as my business has grown, I have become more strategic in finding ways to bring in new people to my network. I have a Facebook business page with an ad that runs that pulls people into my group. And my group isn't for selling ketones. I do that there, but I'm adding value, talking about keto recipes and foods and, that kind of stuff. That's what I do there. But as a promoter of a product, I don't just go out there trying to sell something. I'm trying to add value to people's lives. And if they want to buy ketones from me, that's great. If they don't, that's great too. I still want to help people because I love it. I love seeing people succeed and knowing that they're feeling better about themselves, whether that involves ketones or not. And most people can probably vouch that that's very, very true if you've been involved in my groups or anything. So that's probably most of the harder, I say hard, like the stuff that people don't share like publicly and openly. They always like to do it in these private Zoom meetings and calls and groups that nobody can access without a password. So I just wanted to put it out there because I honestly believe that this business opportunity is an actual business opportunity, regardless of what diet you follow, regardless of any of that. For people who need or want an extra income stream, who want to build some sort of residual income or backup plan behind a product in a company that gives a crap about people, this is that. And that's why I'm doing it. I literally never would have envisioned myself doing anything like this, honestly. But that's why I wanted to share with you guys, because if that resonates with you at all, like, come talk with me. No strings attached there either. I just will answer your questions and help you understand kind of some more of the ins and outs. I'm happy to do it. So I hope this, thank you, Russell. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate having you in my group. Russell's he's been around for the last couple of months or so, and he participates in my keto group. So yeah, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing any of this. Like, you guys fuel me and inspire me. So I think that's really, really fun. But yeah, I hope this was insightful for you guys. Kind of spur of the moment and random. Clearly, if you take a look at what's going on here, it's not meant for video. But that's the other thing. I guess I could say that too. The other thing that, what I do and how I do it, I think that I don't try to be anybody else. I don't try to be perfect or looked camera ready all the time. Most of the time it is this that you see. I put it out there like it is. And I think that people can relate to that too, because all moms are tired. All moms are exhausted. All dads are tired. All dads are exhausted. We're all freaking tired and exhausted and want to feel better. And people can relate to this versus photoshopped makeup everywhere, which I feel like I look silly with makeup anyway, but I think people can relate to that. And I think people can relate to real life stuff. And so I think maybe that's what draws people to me too. So just a tip if you decide to head in this direction as a promoter. But if you do want to talk about it, I would love to have you talk to me, and I would love to have you on our team. I have room to mentor a couple of people over the next month or so. So I would love that. And if not, that's okay too. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to continue watching The Voice. I am behind quite a few weeks. All right, y'all have a good night. Oh, Dana, thank you. I appreciate that very much so. And if you want to chat, I'm open. All right, I'll see y'all later.